Jimmy Manson going down at Waverley, that was 92, and I remember that game. That was a game against Geelong where they were the clear favourites. We sort of rallied. I think Geelong had jumped out, and then we sort of started to peg them back, and I think Jimmy Manson, who was such an important player, in that game, he was one of the reasons we did come back.
Jimmy, I love Jimmy. You'd go to war with Jimmy Manson. Much maligned about a lot of things that he did, but I just love playing next to him. And the Manson Monkhorse tandem was as good as you'll get in a period of time.
Woods will drive Collingwood forward again. He's made a difference since coming on the ground. McKeown at the back, a push out, and a great mark, Manson.
That is a brilliant mark, isn't it, Pete? He's been good. He's playing at centre-half forward, Manson.
And he's hurt himself, James, I think.
He went for a mark, and actually, I still believe this day, people think he was faking the injury. I think he landed, he contorted his body, and I think landed awkwardly and was in a little bit of pain.
And maybe a tactic there, they may not want him to have that shot at goal from the forward pocket.
And look, I think it was genuinely hurt when he first went down, because he marked the ball and didn't have it for too long, but he did mark it and fell over, and it looked like he winded himself, because when he got up, he didn't know whether he'd been paid the mark or not. He might have heard the whistle, but that was the last part. I don't know even if he knew who was around him.
That moment where he well, faked it, I suppose, is the apt word.
Well, it certainly shouldn't. It should be Ronnie McKeown's kick, there's no doubt about that.
Johnny Wassell, our trainer, come up to him and rip a bloke Johnny just to see how he was going, and he couldn't take the kick. Now, whether he set it up or not, I'll question that, but it was fantastic to have Ronnie McKeown, close to him. Now, if that was in front, 30 metres out, everybody said James was a bad kick. That's wrong. James was a very accurate kick.
Collingwood at the same time. Let's watch McKeown. No. Yes, he's stuck it back. He's brought it back for a goal. And Manson has made an extraordinary recovery.
And to kick the goal, well, it was just unbelievable. But then I think Jimmy lived on it a little bit, saying that he set it up on purpose. But it worked that way, and it worked for us.
Listen to the... Oh, boy! Oh, it's going to be on now.
Great guy, Busey. But on the footy field, he didn't take much, so he managed to take on the much bigger opponent in Jimmy, put him down, and But I don't think the Geelong players were too happy about that.
The Rat thought he set it up, and it wasn't in the spirit of the game, I would call it. But it stood the test of time, and it's been replayed 100 times, and Jimmy loves it, I would say.
Jimmy loved that sort of stuff. He loved that physical confrontation and the physical contest. So he just would have been, oh, well, you're in the way, but he loved that sort of stuff.
And I just love playing next to him. I think I tell him every time I see him. I don't think that part was really his persona, because he put his body on a line a hell of a lot in marking contests, running back, never feared anything. This one, I think, he'll live on it, but it's a good one to live on anyway.